Well, you know, I tried. I tried not to have what looked like bedhead, had everything combed out, and look what I ended up with anyway. Oh well. I don't know why, but it seems like the last week has just been absolutely 100% nuts. After the main topic, I do have a few announcements. Some new things that I'm doing in the community page. Um, going to give you guys an update on where we stand as far as everything, as far as stats, all of that fun stuff. Hello. Hi, Ross Lynch. So yeah, like I said, after the main body of the live topic is done, we're going to talk about some new changes to engagements. Talk about the week, because it's been crazy, and I'm breaking a rule which I probably shouldn't break, but because it deals with the channel, it needs to be done. And of course, the regular updates on the channel itself. So, yeah. And plus, since this is our first live or our last live for September, we are going to be doing a special thing. Hi, Oliver. How are you? We're going to be taking a look back at past lives for the month. I'm doing great. Hi, Ecosphere. How are you? I know where Ross Lynch is from. If you are, where are you guys from? Glad to hear you're doing good. I have not played Marvel's Rivals. I'm currently playing Godzilla Battle Line. Yeah. I don't like. Oh, awesome. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes and then we're going to get started with our topic for today. Where is everybody from? I am from the greater Chicago area. I'm not going to get any more exact than that. Hey, carry me through. I guess we can get started. So, our topic for today, by the way, this is important. I usually repeat the live that we do in the early afternoon, also in the evening. I'm not doing that with this one. We're going to do just a chat. We'll probably discuss some of the topics I'm discussing in this live, that's okay. That is fine. I'm fine with that. If you're not comfortable, that is a-okay. So our topic for today is the Henry Doorly Zoo, and we are discussing the Desert Dome. Ecosphere, that is fine. I get it. I completely understand. So the Desert Dome at the Henry Doorly Zoo, if you've never been there, is the it is the world's largest indoor desert. And it features animals from 3 different deserts around the world. They are the Namib, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, desert in Africa, the Red Center Desert in Australia, and the Sonoran Desert in, of course, North America. And they feature plants from those deserts. Now, I don't know how many plant species are actually in there. This exhibit opened its doors in April of 2002. They have, over time, switched out animals, which a lot of zoos do. That would be awesome. And don't forget, guys, to give the live a like if you haven't done that. That helps more people see me. It cost $31.5 million. The dome has 1,760 tinted panels that allow for maximum light in the winter and maximum shade in the summer. It is 13 stories tall and is 230 feet in diameter. Now, prior to this exhibit opening, there was already an underground exhibit. That was right. No, the dome is just an exhibit within the zoo. Oh, thank you, Oliver. Much appreciated. Guys, I think... Hold on. I got to take a look at something. So we hit 1,802 subscribers. We have 800, which has already started. We've already hit that mark. But as bizarre as it sounds, it happens all the time. We are trying to get to 3,000. That is a goal. And we are almost to 2,000. So every little bit helps. They'll be back. It don't go by that at all. So anyway, getting back to what I was talking about. The zoo? No, it's not. It's not. the existing exhibit was taken and renovated. You can't go by the number that it says. It changes so much. That exhibit that was underground changed and became Kingdom of the Night. No, it's YouTube. It is said to be home to more than 70 species of animals and hundreds of live plants. Once you get inside this place, you are welcome to an educational signs that tell you about the 3 deserts that you live in. And the first desert, of course, that you get to explore is the Namib. So this first area features a mock-up of this is at the Henry Doorly Zoo in Nebraska. And we have featured this zoo before, I believe. And it's really incredible. And we will probably feature it again. It features, so the first area features a mock-up of what a dune might look like. It features 11 species of roaming birds. And one of the first mammals that you might get a chance to see is the African wildcat. Moving on from there, you should see a blue-bellied roller, which, by the way, is a bird, and then chestnut weavers and blue and blacksmith plovers, which, by the way, those are all birds. After that, you get to meet clip springers, and meerkats. Man. Now, there's also a stream that sort of is there that is home to turtles, as well as an enclosure above them that houses bat-eared foxes. You will also meet dwarf mongooses, and then the next area is a pond that is home to 4 or 5 species of ducks. From there, you bounce into terrariums where you will meet such animals as Woma pythons, red-bellied hornbills, taipan, and a nice-sized Parenti monitor. So you have officially entered the Red Center. Here you will meet masked lapwings, kookaburra, and tawny frogmouse, as well as more enclosures of reptiles. From there, you enter. The ball pythons are from Africa. They're also called royal pythons. So from there, you actually enter into the Sonoran Desert. Here you will meet collared peccaries, and above them there is an ocelot. And yes, ocelots can be found in the Sonoran Desert. You will also meet burrowing owls and roadrunners. There is a bobcat. From the bobcat, you enter Rattlesnake Canyon, spooky, which is home to chuckwalla, which is a desert lizard, common collared lizards, and of course, western diamondback rattlesnakes. You might also meet a pair of turkey vultures. Turkey vultures that they have were rescues. There's also Mexican spiny-tailed lizards. Sonoran box turtles, and quite possibly the cutest of the fox species, a swift fox. That is, if it decides to show up. Now, this is followed by more terrariums that are home to beaded lizards, cantil vipers, sidewinders. They also have a tank for some fish, as well as a white-nosed coati. And that ends that part of the exhibit. Our next exhibit, I don't have a lot to talk about it, but it is in the Budapest Zoo, not the Zurich Zoo that I thought it was. Now, this rock is a man-made rock, a really tall, supposedly man-made rock. It opened sometime between 1909 and 1912, or at least that's when it was being built. The mountain was home to animals. Unfortunately, between wars and stuff, it needed to be repaired. So it eventually reopened as the Magic Mountain, which is a museum of sorts that includes live animals. There are 4 levels, and the goal of this exhibit is to feature the history of life on Earth. Well, Oliver, it's probably fake rock. Like, they take cement and a framework, and then they fill it in with cement. It also features the development of the animal kingdom. I have not yet. But I think we are going to. I have to look at when, but I'm pretty sure it's scheduled. So, the exhibits that it features, or the areas that it features, you too, Oliver, I will be back live at 7 p.m. tonight. It also features an ancient seas, so it talks about the ancient seas. Hall of Giants, which is dinosaurs, maybe other prehistoric life. Arthropods, so insects and tarantulas and maybe scorpions, all of that fun stuff. And then they have an area where they do live shows. They also have an aquarium. Hold on. It always happens. I rush to get to the phone, and nobody's there. So there's a place where they have fish, as well as a place where you can actually watch movies. Now, if you want to, I wouldn't do it, but if you want to, you can climb to the top of the mountain and you can look over Budapest. And I'm told that the exhibits that are not to be missed are the leafcutter ants and the emerald cockroaches, which I don't know. I don't make this stuff up. Yeah, real Budapest. It's Budapest. You can climb up the mountain and look out over Budapest. No, in Budapest. At the Budapest Zoo. Trying to see if which is in Hungary. I don't have. They also, I guess, have other animals in there as well. But I don't have an accurate size of it. Let's see if I can get a picture of the Magic Mountain. I don't know if you're actually looking over Budapest, but exactly, but when we switched over to talking about the Magic Mountain, when we switched over from the end of Henry Dorley to the Magic Mountain in Budapest at the Zurich, at the zoo in Budapest, I mentioned that I thought it was in Zurich, but it's not. I'm trying to see if I can find a really good picture of this place. I don't know if I can. I would love to be able to take you guys to these places. But that's probably not going to happen. Yeah. Okay, so that is that. And now I want to talk about the new schedule that I have not. Oh, I guess I did. Maybe I did. I switched up the engagement stuff that is done on the community page. So Monday is going to be Ask Me Anything. Taxonomy Tuesday, I'm going to break down scientific names into what they mean, and then give you a choice of animals that it might belong to. Wild Card Wednesday is kind of scary because I don't know what I'm doing for tomorrow. Ecology and Science Word Explained. Friday is going to stay the Friday Nature Challenge. Saturday, if you were around when I talked about the fact that I have my own little zoo thing on paper, I'm going to be doing that. And so basically what you'll get, hopefully, is a mock-up of exhibits within that exhibit. I'm not going to do the whole exhibit because that would just be nuts. But that's sort of the idea with that. And again, it'll be a mock-up. It's not going to be anything major. Hopefully mildly interesting. And then Sunday is going to be a roundup. So we'll talk about, I will talk about what happened during the week, and I'm going to allow you, the subscriber, to pick Saturday's video based on a poll. So that'll be happening. And I also changed things on the Spooky channel as well. I thought. So Monday is going to be on that channel, and I will provide the link for that in just a second. Historical Hauntings, Tuesday is going to be Cursed Items. Supposedly cursed items. My Monsters. Thursday is going to be Spooky Story Trivia. Friday will be Cryptid Fun Day. Saturday is going to be Classic Movie Monster Facts. It might also be trivia on classic monster movies. And then Sunday is going to be Behind the Fear. And so we'll see what happens as that becomes a thing. I think he said he would be right back. Also, That's okay. I'm going to wait and see because there he is. So there are changes. Like I said, we just reviewed the the engagement stuff for the week. That's been switched up. There is a post on the main channel stuff where you can look up that information. Second thing I want to talk about is let's see. I gotta look. I think it's, what did I say? Does it impact? No, it won't impact. It might impact. No, go back. Go back. When is next Tuesday? What time is that? Go back. Hold on, guys. Carry me through. If it's 12 p.m. Mountain Time, that makes it what? 1 p.m. our time? Or 11? Okay, so next Tuesday, listen, because this is important. Next Tuesday, there will not be a 1 o'clock live. Hold on. So, this is really, really important. Saturday, this Saturday, no lives. There will not be an afternoon live. There will not be a evening live. And if I do a live, well, no, I can't. There will not be lives Saturday at all. Tuesday, the 7th, there will not be a 1 p.m. live. I will not be available. I'm sorry for that, but things happened over the last couple days, the last few days, and I just am not going to be available. So, I'm not apologizing. There's nothing I can do about it. Totally circumstances out of my control. But because of them, I am deciding not to go live. So, what that means is that the Learn the Cares for that day, the leatherback sea turtle, and the Yangtze giant softshell turtle will both be done at the evening live. Possibility of another guest appearance. Not really a guest because he's not a guest. But we're doing live together. So that'll be coming up. We do have, so I should break down October for you. I'm not sure what this is going to look like. Either I haven't picked the animals or whatever. October 3rd, which should be Friday, we're going to be doing endangered farmyard animal. We'll be discussing one, as well as perhaps a companion animal, so a dog, a cat, something along those lines. You already know that Saturday there will not be a live. Tuesday, 1 p.m., no live. October 10th is trivia. October 11th is exploring nature. Habitat focus, a zoo to do. We're going to be talking about accessibility at zoos and aquariums. A exhibit focus where we do the Arctic Ring of Life, and then Berger's Desert, which I have seen on video and it is amazing. We're going to talk about how ecosystems are organized, being a foster parent at your local zoo. Not really a foster parent, but adopting animals at your local zoo. A Learn to Care. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Henry Villa Zoo. We are going to be doing, for those of you that like dinosaurs, we're going to be talking about Triceratops. Oh, wait, nope, that's November. Sorry, I skipped ahead. We are going live on Halloween, and we're going to be doing extinct animals from Christmas Island, Pipstrill, and then the Hawaiian Hawaiian black-faced honey creeper. Plus, I'm going to do a bonus live with my dead man. So, since I can't go live on his channel. So that's what's coming up. I know it's a lot. I don't know when I'm going to do that extra live yet. But he will be making an appearance at some point. So, yeah. And there is a possibility of some other stuff happening. If you watch the shorts on the channel, I have to film those and plan those. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, on Halloween night. I'm not going to do it at night. I'll probably do it during the day. Probably do it during the day, just for the heck of it. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah. No, it is not planned. It is tentatively not planned. It's not planned, but it's probably going to happen. Wow. And so bad. That seems to be, I haven't figured it out exactly, but I get more subscribers when I go live than I do over videos. It's really weird, but I like it. I mean, I'm not going to complain. So that's what is coming up. I might, because I do different themes for the shorts, probably not going to switch that up unless one just is not doing right. Be right back. Oh my goodness. It's like the second time these people have called, and I'm like, give it up. I don't know if it's a scam, but it's on my parents' phone, so yeah, I'm not happy about it. I do have something to show you. Should I put a nail on my shelves behind me and put that up when I do Spooky Channel? I also want to black out. I don't know if I can get a cheap black sheet to put over the back and then figure out how to get this on it. But it's heavy. So I don't think a thumbtack is going to hold it up. But we can test that. If I could find a thumbtack. I'm hoping those people that came in today nice, I guess. So how is everybody doing? I try to keep a lot of things from my real life off camera. But I also feel like I owe my subscribers an explanation of what's going on and why the lives are being canceled. So Saturday's live is being canceled because my church does it's a 2-day, a series of opportunities for us to hear from the leaders of our church. That'll be 2 days, but the broadcasts are at least 1.5 to 2 hours each. So, yeah, and I will not be home for that. So, last year I stayed home and I could go live in between sessions. This year I'm going with my parents to church to watch it. And then Tuesday, I have voicemail. No, yeah, I'm on my mom and dad's phone. Yeah, that's why I didn't answer it. But if dad calls, and sometimes he does call on that phone, I have to answer it. Lost my train of thought. And then Saturday night, at some point, the president of our church passed away. And Saturday they're doing October 7th, whatever. No, that's Tuesday. October 7th, they're doing his funeral at 1:00. And I'm going to watch it with my parents. Or I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it with my parents because they should be at church. So I will probably be watching that by my lonesome. I don't know what time it will end. If it's only an hour, I might go live at 2. I might go live at 3. If I do go live, would you want the regular theme, or do we do something different? I could do a live with my dark friend, or we could do regular live, which would be live that day. Leatherback Sea Turtle at 1. So think about it and let me know. I'm just thinking it might be easier to do the leatherback and the Yangtze giant river softshell turtle. No, I'm not talking conference. Conference we're not doing at all. Right now I'm talking about the funeral. That will be at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. And I want to watch it. So I am being no, well, there's a bunch of things going on that day. There is a tribute broadcast tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then there is his funeral services on October 7th, which I believe is a Tuesday. And that will be at 1 p.m. It looks like a Tuesday. So that is why I'm not doing live that day. And question, you guys, do you guys prefer the videos where I draw up the animals, or do you prefer the actual pictures of the animals? Or does it matter? I know I'm throwing a bunch of stuff at you. Oh, I'm surprised by that, actually. Really? You don't like the pictures? Or the pictures of the animals? Why is that? Why would you rather see my drawings versus the models? Fascinating. There are going to be times, though, you're not. Yeah, they are those videos are still edited. I am having problems with the sound, and I don't know why. It doesn't seem to be set right on the program. I get it. And it is different. But I have to. So when I do a live recorded video where I'm, in back of the camera and I'm talking as you're watching whatever's in front of the camera, that type of a video, I have to send through the Google Drive. So I have to wait for it to download. And then once it's done downloading from the phone to Google Drive, then I have to download it from there to the computer. So it's a bit of a pain, but I can work on it. If I can guarantee you that I'm going to get every single animal done that way, because sometimes you've seen my drawings. They're not always true to life. And I aim for that a little bit. And I'll be honest, some of the drawings are animals. Yeah, but I have a hard time. I have a hard time editing that. Because then I have to figure out where I want to put it. And how do I switch that out between the two? So if I'm going to do a video, it probably will be either or. It'll either be all pictures, or it'll be drawings, or if possible, even live animals. So yesterday I sat down to do the video for today. I thought I had done the recording of the script. Couldn't find it. No idea what happened. So it was weird. Really weird. It is. That's weird. My Chromebook says it is 2:00. There it is. Okay. Guys, I am going to sign off because I have work to do. So I'm going to sign off and I will talk to you later. Have a good one, and take care of yourselves, and I will see you later today. Be good, everybody. Love y'all.